Excuse me.
Hi.
Do you have a cat?
I have 2 cats.
Can I come meet your cat?
All right, I'm going home anyway.
Okay.
Hi, girls and their cats. Welcome to my apartment.
Are you gonna join us?
I know. I'm Gemma Smith, and by day, I'm an administrative manager for a kitten nursery, and by night, I produce a cat-themed variety show, and I host a podcast. I have 2 cats, Lio and Luna. I adopted Lio when I was working at a veterinary clinic. I worked at a veterinary clinic in Midtown Manhattan, and we worked with Mayor's Alliance for New York City's animals, and we used to board and care for their animals while they were awaiting foster and adoption. And so Lio was like an 8-week-old kitten when I took him home, and he was my very first kitten and my first cat, so he made me a cat lady, but I only adopted him. And I soon learned that he needed a friend. He needed someone to teach him how to cat, and like kittens do really well in pairs. I've learned a lot since having Lio. And so that's about a year later, I adopted his sister.
From the same place?
So Mayor's Alliance helped us. She was actually born behind my apartment in Astoria. She was part of, I guess, a feral cat community. There was a litter of kittens behind my apartment. And so myself and my neighbors banded together to trap, neuter, release the family because the kittens were older. She was at least over 3 months, but she was the hungriest and like the runt of the litter. So I actually personally was able to trap her. Then Mayor's Alliance said, okay, we'll take her on as one of our rescues if you foster to adopt, and which I did. He definitely mellowed out quite a bit when we adopted her too.
So how would you describe each of their personalities?
Yeah, so Lionel's the king of the castle. We let him do what he wants. He's very clever, but he has a strong personality. He's very smart. We have to lock the cabinets, like baby-proof the cabinets, because he knows how to open them. Luna is a lot more elegant and shy, because I did rescue her when she was like 3 months, so she was a tad under-socialized. So she's a bit skittish. Like it takes her a little longer to warm up to people, and she comes to us on her own terms. So when I'm watching TV or on my laptop, not paying her any attention, that's when she's gonna come and cuddle on my shoulders. She's a real cuddle bug. Like Lionel doesn't climb on my shoulders and like snuggle with me in that way, but she does.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. He's had 2 urinary blockages. We're not sure the specific reason, but most likely I had had a house guest the second time he had a urinary blockage, and it could have been caused by his routine being displaced. It was a really stressful thing. So now he's on special food and medication, and it's just really important that he's getting enough water and he's peeing every single day so it never happens again. I like to make this joke at my cat-themed variety show. Lionel went on Prozac the same time I went on Buspirone because we both were really stressed out. So I'm so happy to see him doing so well now.
Let's hear more about this cat-themed show.
Oh yeah, so the Catbaret is a cat-themed cabaret I've been hosting here in New York City for the last 6.5 years. We have shows quarterly at Caveat, a cabaret-style theater on the Lower East Side, and then we'll have one in April, just kitten around for kitten season. And we have cat-themed comedy, music, and burlesque, or as we like to call it, burlesque. It's a real passion of mine to bring like cat lovers together and just, dog people. They get to go to the dog part. They meet other dog lovers, and cat people. We like to be at home with our cats, but it's nice to be around like-minded people too. So my podcast, Tales and Tassels, is about burlesque performers, burlesque and nightlife performers, and their kitty cats. Hello, kitty cats. Welcome back to another episode of Tales and Tassels. So we talk about their craft, their cats, and how the 2 worlds intertwine.
Do you think there is a connection between burlesque performers and cats?
Ooh, yes. Yes, that is something that we explore in the podcast. Why do burlesque performers love cats? What is it about the feline mystique? They're sexy, but they also can be silly. There's all different sides to cats. I think the cat thing grew because I was like, what's my niche? I want to make a variety show. Oh, I love cats. And it just kind of grew from there.
Do you have a controversial cat opinion?
Okay, well, I don't know it's controversial based on your viewers because they're all cat people.
Yeah.
But I say, let your cats live. Let them go on your countertops. Let them come in your bed. As long as it's safe, I don't think there should be off-limits places to your cats in your apartment.
I 100% agree. All you have to do is wash your counters.
Yes. Wipe down your counters. And also, there's such limited space they can go. Like, this is their whole territory. We get to go outside. Like, I want them to have as much space, especially when they're young enough that they're still jumping on the counters. We wipe down the counters every day, and you would anyway, probably.
Yeah.
This is not an expensive piece of art. It's a print that I got my first time in Paris, but it has an emotional significance to me because 10 years ago, I was in Paris for the first time, and they have so much cat prints and cat things that vendors are just selling on the street. But I saw an orange cat and a black cat, so I thought, Lio and Luna. I just love things that are Lio and Luna. And then I always dream of having a third cat. That's a calico. So maybe that'll be our next cat. But Lio and Luna, they have special needs, so they're not ready for a third just yet.
Do you know what it says?
I did look it up before you came over, and now I
Smart.
forgot.
Okay. If you read French, please somebody translate that for us. Okay.
This postcard has been in here. Someone sent it to me, and it doesn't have the artist name. It does have initials, and that's like a calico version of both of them. Greeting cards. We have this beautiful sculpture my sister-in-law got me from the Netherlands. Great cat poem book with some art on it. This is just a vintage postcard. My friend who loves to go to estate sales and get vintage things, she got this vintage kitten postcard. My old roommate, her mother came to visit, and that was so kind of her. She drew a picture of Lio and Luna. Okay, my best friend from college sent me a puzzle of Lio and Luna. As you see, there's a theme here, and it's so funny. On the puzzle, it didn't have a picture of what it was going to be. For some reason, this custom puzzle place didn't say like, oh, you're going to get a puzzle of your cat. So as I was putting it together, I was like, it's my cats. My friend is a calligrapher, and she did the calligraphy for our wedding, and that was my signature drink. We wanted to bring cats into the vibe of the wedding. So I love little plants that I can keep alive. I'm much better with animals than plants. My flyer for the show, I put Lio in it because I'm obsessed. Another gift, you know, when you like cats, people just gift you cat things. I love this puzzle because of all the cat puns. Freddie Mercury. I love these little bookends. I don't use them as bookends. I just use them as cat statues. My mother-in-law gifted this bag to me. I just like the size of it, and then the cat's face. It's like very durable in New York City. Oh, and then my mom must have thrifted and found this bag. I'm obsessed with it.
That is incredible.
Another thrifted, I just love this bag. I didn't go to Pearly Bites Veterinary. Isn't that so cute? There is some cat art in the bedroom, and that's where Luna is.
Hi. Miss Smith?
This, it's called Tigra. I got it from Friends, this really cool store here in Bushwick. It's by Ping Mata. I believe that's a local artist. The book she's reading says meow, and it's a big cat, but it still reminds me of Lio. Like, I think there's another picture of an orange cat. My friend who loves vintage kitties and things, well, she'll text me when she's thrifting and finds something that speaks to me, speaks to her.
Very cute.
You see, I'm just obsessed with my own cats. This is a theme, Lio and Luna, like little statues. Someone gave me this little earring holder. I kind of feel like I have a fashion of a 10-year-old girl sometimes, but I'm here for it. Oh yeah, and I'm being a cat here. Oh my gosh, yes, I perform burlesque and I have a cat lady act. For my show, I always do a raffle, right? And then I made the raffle bags because it's about galentines or like palentines. So they're my best friends. So each bag has their face on it. We have a tip jar for the performers, and I rhinestoned a churu bucket.
Got wallpaper.
And I've got wallpaper. And then I have a lot of cat clothes. I like this brand, Collectif, and it's got like cat ladies. So someone gave me this beautiful scarf, and yeah, I like to display it. I haven't had a chance to wear it with a costume yet, so I'm waiting to figure it out. There might be a couple things in the office. So I love this little candle someone gifted to me. I think it was off Etsy. My own cats, again, like I forgot what they look like. I'll show you the podcast booth. I gave up a walk-in closet. I really love voice acting and podcasting, but I also wish I had a walk-in closet. But I have a leopard print background. I normally just do voiceover where it's like, welcome to Tales and Tassels. We love the shower curtain. It's got our orange cats, our black cats, all sorts of different cats, so it's fun. My older brother got that for me as a gift. It's a cutting board. Life Lessons for a Cat Countess by Janet Hill, and it's about this lady who lives with 64 cats. And it's her lessons. Lesson 1, start the day off with proper grooming. It's a very aspirational, child-free cat lady life.
Where do you keep the litter box?
Okay, so it's recommended if you have 2 cats to have 1 more litter box, so 3 litter boxes, which we have, but only 2 are out right now because the 3rd one was out for 2 years And neither cat used the third one. So we have it cleaned and ready to bring out for whenever we have a house guest and we want to make sure they have plenty of litter boxes. So the first litter box is over here, and maybe some people wouldn't like this. We have it kind of right where our living area is, out in the open, right near our dining table, our couch. It's uncovered, it's large, and we do this because it's important Lio pees. It's really important that he uses the litter box, and we want to monitor it. We keep it clean. We scoop it several times a day because that could be a deterrent. Cats in general may not want to use a litter box if it's not clean. So we have one big uncovered one here, and I promise it doesn't smell. We scoop it all the time. Friends come over and they say, Gemma, I didn't even know the litter box was there.
I mean, what are you going to do? You live in New York.
You have to have litter boxes. Okay, the second one's in the office. Luna likes this one the best. She uses it most often, and they both use the one in the front room.
What kind of litter do you use?
We use Sustainably Yours. It's made out of corn and cassava. We really like this litter because we started using it after Lionel's last urinary blockage, and it clumps really, really well. It really helped us know that he was peeing. It says virtually no dust. Now Luna has asthma, so we also have tried like completely dust-free litter in that third litter box. They weren't really using it. This one is dust-free unless you don't change it out very often. So I've noticed there's only dust, which could bother her asthma, if we're not fully cleaning it out every couple weeks, you know?
Yeah. And what do these cutie patooties eat? What is their diet?
Yes, so we'll start with Lionel because he's on a prescription diet. He eats urinary SO plus calm plus aging. Multifunction.
A lot of pluses.
To ensure that he's going to continue to pee and he stays calm. Feed him this. Now he doesn't love the flavor of it, right? So we top it with this Instinct Rabbit. He loves this. He goes crazy for it. So we mix it in. In the morning, though, he has to also get a supplement on top of his breakfast, the Calming Care. He really likes the taste of that as well. Lino also doesn't drink water, so I add water always to his food. He does really like this more than the prescription, but he's been doing well. A sprinkle of water from the faucet, like, are you gonna eat? She has food allergies, we've discovered, with certain meat, so that's why we do this limited ingredient diet for him. And we also do it for her. Now, I know I would only feed her wet food, but she scarfs and barfs as well. So we also feed her the Instinct limited ingredient diet dry food. And I just put a little on the plate first and then see how she does. We did have a bigger, like a licky mat, but even when we put the wet food on that, she somehow still eats it kind of quick and regurgitates. And I hate seeing that. So we've just found doing this first and then maybe doing a bit of this. She also will eat his leftovers. The prescription food doesn't seem to bother her food allergy. For him, he also has Prozac that we put in a catnip greenies pill pocket, crumble up the Stella and Chewy salmon on it and add a little churro, and then he'll eat it if he's very hungry because he's very smart. I try to put things away and take things out so they don't get too used to it and bored. So we definitely have some cat tunnel situation. I'll put a few treats in there to like get Lionel to use his hunting instincts. And then I have this product from Cat Amazing, treat puzzle with different sliders inside, so you can change the different small boxes inside. And then they have this scratcher here, which I just think is really pretty, and I do get a new insert every once in a while. I think this is from House Panther. I really love it. They love it. Lionel's up here a lot. Sometimes he's in the house below. It has scratchers here. I have to maybe put catnip on them and try to entice them to scratch. We do have a scratcher here that they sometimes use. We use it as our end table. I mean, another hot take is we have a couch in the guest room that if they scratch it, whatever, well, eventually we're gonna get a new one. Every now and then they sleep in this bed. Lionel loves this box. Every now and then we get a new box, but that's Lionel's box. And yeah, this is a couch that we let them scratch. Luna loves to lay here on this little blanket. And then we also leave the carrier out all the time. For Lionel, we want him to feel like this is a safe place that he can just go in. So if he ever has to get to the vet, we throw a treat in and he goes in. So it's not like we're fighting with this wild orange cat. Also a bed here that Luna likes. We put all the water in like different window ledges because that's where she tends to drink it. She's often in this chair if it's pulled out too because the sun kind of comes on the chair.
That's a good spot.
She's asthmatic. So we have to have air purifiers and give her an inhaler. I have the Aero Cat and I have the Flow Vent inhaler. I kind of just lean over her so she feels like she has a stable beneath her. You have to shake it. I try to not do the pumps near her. And I give the ticker here 20 up to 20 because if I have her, I want to make sure she's really got it. I really try giving her treats directly after touching it to her nose, like getting her used to it, but it's still, she still doesn't want it willingly.
What a good girl.
She's a very good girl. Okay, but she's fast.
Over it.